football. We took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House. The school of champions, we laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the freshmen, sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening to everyone, and welcome to Granite City. My name is Todd Duke. Glad that you are with us here on a Tuesday night, 12th of December. We're getting closer and closer to Christmas. And we got some basketball for you tonight, so hope you're ready for that as your Collinsville K-Hawks get ready to take on the Warriors of Granite City High School. And again, my name is Todd Duke. Welcome into the pregame show, brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center. That is just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworks.com. Well, the K-Hawks come into this contest still perfect on the young season. They are 8-0, and they are 3-0 in Southwestern Conference play under their head coach Darren Lee into his 15th year as the head coach at Collinsville with a record of 260 wins, 167 losses, 35th year overall for Coach Lee, and that record, 725 wins, 310 losses, all in the state of Illinois. Granite City, they come into tonight's contest at 3-6. They are coached by Gerard Moore, and he is into his 7th season as the head basketball coach here at Granite City and brings with him a record of 79 and 96. Well, as I mentioned, the K-Hawks' perfect start to the season continues, but not after a big test was passed this past Friday with a hard-fought physical victory on the road in a tough environment at East St. Louis and Collinsville's 66-59 win. With the win, the K-Hawks sit atop the Southwestern Conference standings with that 3-0 mark. K-Hawks jumped out to a 16-9 lead after one quarter before East St. Louis outscored Collinsville 21-13 in quarter number 2. as the Flyers went to the break leading 30-29. Both teams put up 17 points in the third quarter, and East St. Louis still led by one going into that final quarter. Collinsville then outscored the Flyers 20-12 in the final frame to capture that 66-59 win. Zach Chambers, 22 hard-fought points, 8 rebounds in that game for Mr. Chambers. Jamori Weisinger, 20 points, 3 for 6 from beyond the three-point arc. One of them was from the NBA side of that three-point stripe, and the other one was at half court that went in at the buzzer of the third quarter. It was a fun night indeed. The Warriors, they started the season by taking part in the Triad tournament where they went 1-2. Started with back-to-back losses against Mount Vernon and then host Triad. The Warriors picked up a win versus Springfield to end that tournament. Granite City opened non-tournament play with a 90-59 home loss to O'Fallon before picking up a win at home over Metro East Lutheran just a couple of days later. Granite City then lost 3 straight, 2 on the road at St. Mary's and Chaminade, so both of those games in St. Louis before they returned home and suffered a 50-43 loss to Belleville West. But Granite City snapped that 3-game skid last night with a 57-29 win at McClure to get them to 3-6. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Darren Lee, and we will pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistants Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistants Association. Go Kahawks! Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're in Granite City tonight. A little non-conference matchup for you after a bunch of conference games in a row. And Darren Lee, 15th year head coach of Collinsville, joining us now on the pregame interview. Let's go back to the East St. Louis game, Coach. 66-59 win. Tough environment at East St. Louis. Hard fought, very physical game, I thought. Lots of ebbs and flows in that contest.
Yeah, there certainly was. It was a tough game. I mean, kids really, we had that run in the fourth quarter. We had 5 straight stops in that fourth quarter and got some steals from Tyree, got a few run outs, and that's what kind of definitely broke the game open for us.
Great start in that contest, 16-9 in the first, and you mentioned the fourth quarter, great ending. To the second and the third quarter, though, very, very tight.
Yeah, it was tough. We had a tough time. Bynum got a few too many points, but he's a good player, and it's a tough matchup for us. And and Nick getting in foul trouble, and then we Stanley, and we went with 2 bigs, and it's just hard for us to play man, so we went 2-1-2 zone with both Saul and Zach out there. So that's something, and that's something we haven't played during the season. We've practiced it some, but we really haven't went to that lineup yet this season. So and Saul gave us some good minutes as well.
Yeah, I think you're reading my paper here, man. You're touching on everything I got written down. So Nick Horace and Stanley Carnahan, as you mentioned, in foul trouble. I thought Solomon Talbot played pretty good off the bench. That's the first time I've seen him play this year, so I didn't have anything to base it off of, but I thought he looked pretty good.
He did a nice job. He was injured the week before. He had sprained his ankle in that Belleville East game, and so we didn't use him that week. So, but it's tough. It's really tough to get him minutes because Zach didn't come out of either games. He played 32 minutes, and then so that means we got to play both of them at the same time. And it is hard for us to match up man-to-man with both of them out there. I mean, they're going to have to have to guard somebody that's pretty quick, and or that we can go to the zone, and that's hard as well. But we do have a lot of size when we get them both out there. And Saul really went and got some defensive rebounds for us, and gave us some big minutes when Stanley was in foul trouble. I mean, we just couldn't. We need another guy out there with some size to rebound.
You mentioned Zach Chambers. I thought he had a great game. He scored some much needed points in the paint, and I thought he played very well.
He did a nice job. He went and got us some buckets when we needed them, and I think he made those 2 big free throws when we were up 3. He made them both. If he misses them both, then it's a 1-possession game. At the time, I was hoping he just made 1. He made 2. So his free throw shooting has been good as well.
Evan Wilkinson off the bench as well. Didn't score any points, but he had to fill in some tough minutes.
Yeah, he did. Come in and gave us some minutes. So we went 8 deep, and that's something I hadn't done, and that certainly helped us.
Tell me what you thought of that 50-foot shot from Jamori Weisinger at the end of the third.
Well, it was an amazing shot. Now, Jamori's got great range. I mean, he probably makes that 1 out of 10, believe it or not. I mean, he can. But the thing about it is he got fouled, so he was going to go to the line for 3 free throws, but he made it, so he got 4. And I don't know if I've ever had that in my career, 4-point play from the half line. I don't remember one.
And he also hit one from, I think, well beyond the NBA three-point range earlier.
He did. He's got great range, and that was against with a guy guarding him. It wasn't like it was a zone or he kind of got it out of transition. He just surprised the guy and shot it because you're not thinking guy's going to shoot the ball from that deep. And but his range is very it's long and he shoots it effortlessly. He's got a great shooting stroke, like I've probably said multiple times.
Talked about Tyree Brister before. His speed really gave East St. Louis some fits. He didn't get a lot of points, and he only had the one steal, but he makes a difference.
He does. He gets his hands on balls and he creates havoc. He's awfully quick. He really is, and he's a jet out there. So he made a difference in that fourth quarter.
All right, we've got Granite City tonight. What do you know about this year's version of the Warriors?
Well, I think they're playing better. I mean, this last week, the West game was down. It was a 1-point game with 2 minutes to go, and Bell West's pretty good. And then last night they really blasted McClure over there, and so I think they're playing better right now. They've played a tough schedule. The record doesn't look. They're better than their record. I went back and looked. The last 2 times we were here, we've had tough times. I mean, Rayshon's crew in 2020 won by 3, and then 2 years ago with Devin and Trey and those guys, we won by 9, and it was probably closer than that. So it's going to be, probably within, it's going to be close. So hopefully we can pull it out, but it will not be an easy game.
What's the key for your crew tonight?
I think we can. Well, I think we can guard them, and if we can make it tough on them to score, then maybe we can get a few runouts. It'll be tough to establish Zach. They got some big guys, some strong guys. We'll try, but if we can just make it tough on them to score and grind it out, maybe we can get a few turnovers at certain times and with pressure. But and obviously we always want to keep getting Nick and Jamori shots. Any way we can get them, and they are hard to guard.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Thanks, Todd.
Darren Lee, your Collinsville Kahok head coach. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. Starters and stats, that's what's coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means injured tissue, new injuries per se. Also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And, just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
And once again, we welcome you back to Granite City High School. Todd Duke is my name. Chris Keller is also here. He'll be the camera guy and the color commentator on the other microphone. How you doing, Chris?
I don't know who to yell at if the camera gets messed up, huh? yeah, doing all right. We're here for a big matchup here with the Granite City Warriors here on a cold Tuesday night. You ready?
Yeah, I'm always ready, man. All right, here are your starters for Granite City. You will find Milton Dowell. Pay attention to him. Number 1, number 4, Alvin Valentine, 6'2" junior. Dowell, by the way, a 6' senior. Trayvon Bond is a 5'10" senior, and now I can't see anything. Mario Brown, he's the leader on this team in points and rebounds, 6'3" senior. And Evan Brewer, a 6'5" sophomore. For Collinsville, the usual suspects, Nick Horace, the 6'3" senior. Chase Reynolds, the 5'11" junior. Jamori Weisinger, the 6' senior. Stanley Carnahan, the 6'6" junior. And Zach Chambers, the 6'9" senior. So, Chris Kettler, you've seen every game so far that the boys have been in. So this is the first time that you've done a game with me so far this year. So tell everybody your thoughts on this year's version of the Kahawks.
Well, I saw coming in the summer they competed real well, and they were a real hard team to beat. They won that Morris tournament back in the summer. It's a good, cohesive group. These 3 seniors are good players. They play well together, and they all know their roles and are willing to accept it here. And they got a heck of a guy coming off the bench here, and Brister, who transferred back to Collinsville, and he's a great addition to this team. We're doing real well, and now we're starting to get some of the recognition there with some of the rankings that come along with it now. So this is a good team that is going to do well throughout this season.
Yeah, I agree. I've liked what I've seen so far. That is for sure. All right, leading scorer, I told you, is Mario Brown, averaging about 14.5 points per game for Granite City and averages about 6 rebounds. Granite City's played in 9 games this year, but they only have stats for 6 of them. So I'm going to give you the averages instead of the totals, if that's all right. Collinsville, 149 points from Nick Horace, and Zach Chambers leads in rebounds with 65. JV team won 51-39. Evan Wilkinson, Solomon Talbot, and Jace Wilkinson all with 10 points to pace the JV version of the Kahawks in that contest. Collinsville now starting off with the ball here on the varsity side. Here is Jamori Weisinger. He dumps it off in front of the Granite City bench to Horace. And now over to Reynolds, and eventually it goes to Carnahan inside the perimeter. Shot taken by Horace, no good. Rebound, that belongs to Zach Chambers, and he'll put it back in for 2. And that is how we get started.
Yeah, Horace's shot is just a little bit off, but Zach's able to get his arm in there, pull that rebound down, make one dribble in, and get that basket underneath. Underneath
the basket, off the high part of the glass. Dowell takes a shot, no good. Collinsville, they get the rebound, and they bring it back up. Here is Chase Reynolds. Reynolds comes out over here onto the right wing deep. Top of the key now for Weisinger. Weisinger, a couple of dribbles trying to get in, and that ball almost went back to the line. He stopped it just before it crossed.
Dribbled it off his foot.
Yeah. See that a lot in this game, that's for sure. Carnahan will go for 3, and it's good.
I've been seeing that in practice when they're out there taking some shots before. He's been working on some distant shots, and I believe that's the first 3 attempt of the season for him. Knocks that one down.
Stanley Carnahan, you are correct. First 3-point shot attempted, and so he's batting 1,000. That's always nice. Here is Valentine. Valentine dumps the ball off now to Bond, and Bond back out front now for Brewer. Brewer will jump it off in front of his own bench to Brown, or excuse me, in front of the Kahok bench to Brown. Up underneath the basket, you can count the bruise, but not the bucket. It never fell for Brewer, so he will go to the free throw line for 2, and the foul will belong to Zach Chambers. That'll be the first foul handed out in this contest. Brewer at the free throw line. He is shooting 61.9%, and he'll go up there looking for the first points for Granite City tonight. Collinsville up by 5, and it's still up by 5 after the miss by Brewer. And JV game was really low scoring for a while. 51-39 final for a while there. Was 34-31. Seemed like every time I look at the clock, it was 34-31.
Ugly shooting game for both teams other than Collinsville's. 13-0 start there in about the first 3 minutes.
And another miss by Brewer and a rebound by Collinsville. And the Kahawks right now still enjoying a 5-0 lead. They get the ball over to Horace. Horace over on the left wing, just beyond the free throw line. And that's Carnahan. Hits the three-pointers, but can't hit one from the free throw line. First rebound of the game for Granite City. They bring it up quickly. Here is Bond, and they'll kick it back outside now for Dowell. Dowell dribbles into the paint, kicks it back outside, finds Valentine. Valentine will send it back to the midcourt stripe for Bond, and then Bond over here now for Brown. Brown had the ball on his hip for a while and then gives it up to Bond right at the Granite City logo. Brand new floor here. Had a sewer backup over the summer. It ruined the floor, so they had to get it replaced. And it looks pretty good. Off the high glass. Good job by Brewer, and Granite City is finally on the board.
Yeah, that's a tough shot right underneath the basket. Tried to go one side, went back to the other side, was basically right up under it.
Here is Horace, and Horace hits one from about 10 feet out. And Nicky Tony is on the board for the first time tonight. Collinsville back up to that 5-point lead. Here's a dribble drive by Bond. Bond can't get a true shot off, and the ball knocked out of bounds. And Granite City will keep it, and they'll inbound it underneath of their own basket.
Bond just lost the ball, but Reynolds couldn't get out of the way of it.
Yeah.
Goes off him out of bounds. Granite City will keep it.
How's the Christmas shopping going, man?
Oh, it's, I think I need this weekend.
I'm a size medium, by the way.
Going to help out. Be right there in Edwardsville Saturday for the Metro East Lutheran game. Maybe finish off some of that shopping.
Yeah, there you go. Always a good plan when you can mix both of them together, huh?
That's the plan.
Yep, here is Dowell. Dowell at the top of the key will give the ball up now for Bond. Bond will dribble and drive, and then he'll give it up now for Brown. And Brown bounces it into Brewer. Brewer trying to turn around and get a shot. He was double-teamed by a couple of tall guys there for Collinsville, and then a turnover on the other end as well. So each team turned the ball over, and there's a slam dunk by Brown to get this crowd pumped up.
Not what you want to do. Just trying to beat him down there in transition, and the ball snakes away there, and you give Granite City a jam on the other side.
Now we're going to have a foul. This one's going to go against Bond. So each team now with one personal foul. 4:42 left to play here in this first quarter. 7-4 in favor of Collinsville. Heard Coach Lee mention in the pregame show that he thinks Granite City is much better than their 3-6 record. They've played some tough teams across the river already. Into the corner it goes. 3-point shot by Weisinger, no good. And we have a whistle on the play. And Collinsville is going to be tagged with another foul. That one will belong to Carnahan, his first, team second.
Yeah, just pushing off, trying to get in position for that rebound.
There is Bond, the 5'10 senior, across the line now for Brown. Brown over to Dowell. Dowell bounces it into the paint for Brewer. Brewer, he's being tough so far down there, and he's got a couple of baskets off the glass, and he brings Granite City a little bit closer. A 1-point game now, 7-6 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Horace. Horace out on the left wing. Gives it up top of the key for Weisinger. Weisinger from the free throw line. That's a little bit too strong, and the rebound belongs to Granite City. They bring it down, and from the other free throw line, that shot is made. And Bond gives his team the first lead of the night, and Collinsville is going to call a timeout. Coach Lee doesn't like what he's seeing there, so he's going to talk to his guys for a while, and we'll take a break as well. And we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
halfway through the first quarter here at Granite City, and the Warriors just took over the lead here at 8-7. Went to a little sad news today. When we got here, I found out that John Van Buskirk, John Van Buskirk, the former Granite City head basketball coach here, passed away, and his funeral was today. So our thoughts and condolences goes out to he and his family. He was here for a long time. Here is Horace at the free throw line, and off of the hands of Chambers and into the hands of Brewer. And Collinsville commits their second turnover, and Granite City looking to extend this 1-point lead. 3-point try coming from Brown, and that one's in. And Granite City extends that lead. Darren Lee talked about that in the pregame show, talking about how this is a tough place to play. Rayshawn Taylor-led team almost lost here back in 2020. And then a couple of years ago, Collinsville almost lost again. There's Zach Chambers. Well, they always seem to pull out a win. Chambers picks up a couple of more points. He now has 4, and it's 11-9. Collinsville trails by 2 points. Here is Bond. Bond deep out over on the left wing. Right-hand dribble, and wants to make a move. Top of the key, he'll give it up now for Brown. Brown over into the corner for Valentine. Valentine back out to Brown. Brown into the paint, kicks it back outside. 3-point shot on the way, and that one's a little too strong from Dowell. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville, and it's shoved out of bounds all the way into the top row of the first set of bleachers. Dowell went all the way up there. He had so much speed.
He had to run all the way up to the top row of bleachers. It's chaos to get Brister in here now.
Try to counteract some of that speed.
Yeah, counteract some of that speed, and he can really create turnovers and steals. Here's Jamori for 3.
Oh, Jamori almost hit that one, just fell a little bit short. Rebound belongs to Granite City. They bring it up once again. Here is Bond. Bond will kick it outside now for Brown. Brown at the top of the key trying to get around Carnahan. He'll do so into the paint. Moves his feet a little too much, I thought. And Bond now gets the ball. He'll go to the basket. High off the glass. And that's good for 2.
Yeah, faked him out a bit there. Got Chambers a bit out of position. Wasn't able to stand as tall. A high floater goes up and over him.
Carnahan tried to feed the ball into Horace, but that was picked off, and another Collinsville turnover has turned into 2 more points.
Granite City creating some points off of the turnovers. Keep taking care of the ball.
15-9, 3-point shot coming from Horace. That one won't fall. And the rebound again belongs to Granite City. Into the corner, another 3-point try. That one rattles but won't fall. This time the rebound belongs to Collinsville and Carnahan. Carnahan gets it up to Horace. Excuse me. Horace to Brister. Weisinger over on the left wing, brings it around toward the top of the key, heads back the other way. And now Brister right in front of the Granite City bench trying to direct some traffic. He'll dribble all the way out to the top of the key. 1:20 left to go in a fast-moving first quarter. Here is Zach Chambers, gets a little separation off the glass and gets it to fall.
Yeah, he's able to get some looks there in off of Brewer. Brewer's also done his job on the offensive side here as Gerard Moore will call a timeout for his team.
So Moore calls a timeout. Another 30-second timeout will be coming your way, and we will be back after that said 30-second timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. And we welcome you back once again to Granite City High School. Todd Duke and Chris Kettler along with you. Glad that you're with us here on this Tuesday evening. Collinsville trailing 15-11. We have 1:11 left to play here in this quarter. And Evan Wilkinson has checked into the game for Stanley Carnahan. And here comes Andrew Walker, who's into the game for the first time. He is a 6-foot freshman that's getting some varsity action here. He'll drive at the top of the key, and then he'll give it up to Bond. Bond Trying to get around Brister. He does so just outside the lane, underneath the basket, kick back into the corner. Valentine will pull up in the perimeter, take the shot, no good. Weisinger, he handles the rebound. Collinsville brings it back up and over to Brister. Brister back to Weisinger. Weisinger for three, and he just can't find that three-point shot right now.
That's too tough of a shot.
It is.
Can't really settle for that one.
And Collinsville strips the ball. Evan Wilkinson just stripped the ball right out of the hands of the Granite City player, and then the ball ends up going out of bounds, and back into the game is Milton Dowell, and Dowell will take the place of Valentine.
Kahok's just trying to go coast to coast as quickly as possible, and past Jamori is just out of his reach.
Yeah. Collinsville's fourth turnover in this first quarter already. We're down to the final 25 seconds of this first quarter. And Granite City with the ball. That is Walker. And Walker, one bounce, top of the key. And then down to the baseline it goes. Back outside and back out to midcourt. Now over in front of the scorer's table, that's Mario Brown, the 6'3" senior. As I mentioned, leads his team in points and rebounds. He takes the three-point shot. That one won't fall. And at the end of the first quarter, Collinsville finds themselves trailing 15-11. And second quarter action is coming your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler back with you from Granite City High School. 15-11, 4-point lead for Granite City after one quarter in the books. And you kind of knew coming in here, Granite City always gives Collinsville a good game.
Yeah, you mentioned the 2020 game. I can't help but think that team was looking ahead of
Oh,
the
yeah.
Simeon game, and that just kind of turned into one of them crazy games you kind of end up here in Granite City. We'll see how this one goes.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing about everybody looking forward to the O'Fallon game on Friday night. They call those trap games, and Collinsville seems to always find themselves in kind of a trap situation when they play Granite City right before a big opponent at the very next game. 15-11, and Collinsville comes away with a steal. Wilkinson, he will get the ball, and Collinsville will call a timeout so they can keep the ball instead of getting a jump ball. So another 30-second break. That's what we have coming your way, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting CollinsvilleFoundation.com.
Once again, welcome back to Granite City High School. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler with you. 7:37 left to play here in this second quarter, so just 23 seconds into the quarter, Collinsville has to use another timeout. Kahawks have 3 timeouts left here in this half. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger onto the wing and then kicks it back out toward midcourt, and that is Brister. Brister over on the right wing gives it up to Wilkinson. Wilkinson, one of 3 players with 10 points in that JV win. And now we're going to have a foul coming up. This one's against Jaden Moore. Moore into the game for the first time, the 6'3" senior. Also seeing there is Octavio Herta, the 6'2" senior. So Gerard Moore, the head coach for Granite City, mixing and matching all over the place here in the early going. Chambers gets the inbounds, gives it up to Horace. Horace, he's a little off tonight on his shots, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And it is going to be off one of the Collinsville players, so the Kahawks will commit turnover number 5. And Granite City will inbound and then head up the length of the court with 7:12 left here in the second quarter.
Granite City goes deep. They play about 10, 11 guys, and really comes in handy, especially considering they played last night.
Yeah, they did. They don't look a bit tired at all. At the free throw line, kicked outside to Hirta. And then over for Valentine. Or excuse me, that is Walker. Walker stops his dribble. Almost got ran into there by Brister. And then they give the ball up now for Dowell. Dowell trying to make his move, looking for some room. Blocked out by Zach Chambers. It stays with Granite City.
Just what you got to do there. Zach Chambers just fouls the player there, gets a vertical there, and blocks that shot away.
6:40 to play here in this first half. Still 15-11 in favor of Granite City. No one scored here in the first minute and 20 seconds of quarter number 2. Huerta, he's going to inbound. He does so on to Bond. 3-point shot. That one swoops right out of the rim. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Jayhawks bring the ball back up. Looking for some points here. Here is Brister. Onto the wing now for Wilkinson. And Wilkinson just outside the lane. Chambers uses that big body of his and gets 2 more points. Chambers now up to 8.
Just bullied his way in there. He carved up Brewer there in the first quarter. He goes to the bench now and takes more to the hole, and Granite City will call another timeout.
And timeouts galore here in this first half. We'll be back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahok Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. 618-344-3530.
Once again, we welcome you back to Granite City. Man, we've had 4 timeouts in the first quarter plus not even 2 minutes. They're making me work up here, man. I don't think I've seen this many timeouts called this early in the game ever.
Yeah, other than maybe if one team's really getting it taken to them there, maybe they call 3 timeouts for early. The other team's maybe just taking one for whatever reason. But, yeah, you've had 40% of the game's timeouts called already.
Yeah. Inbound pass will come in right underneath our location. Sometimes I can't see because we're up here in this little executive suite area. They don't have a real good spot to watch out, folks. They don't have a real good spot to broadcast from in the stands like a lot of other places do. I thought that I asked John Mode when he told me that they were going under some renovations when I was here for that volleyball game. I was like, really, you guys building me a press box?
Yeah, I thought they might try to renovate how these stands are. They're a little awkward, and maybe they could set up something for you or whoever's broadcasting.
Oh, nice little feed there by Carnahan to Nick Horace. Horace was left all alone. He came streaking into the paint and got a nice, easy 2 points there.
Yeah, that's a play the Kahawks like to go to sometimes. Find the guy around the back door, and Horace finishes it off.
15-15. Into the corner it goes for Brown. Brown was going to think about going baseline. Carnahan cut him off. And in front of the Kahawks bench, he'll take it all the way back out to midcourt now for Bond. Bond got Brister all over him. Brister going for a steal. That one goes into the backcourt. Tipped there by Brister. And now Bond trying to get it back up. He does. At the free throw line, he'll pick up his dribble, send it outside to Walker. Walker. He looks to move. He does. He's got a little opening. He puts a floater up there, and that one hits.
Yeah, this young man's a freshman. I see Granite City played one other time earlier. Looks like he could be a star for them coming along as he goes along here for the Warriors.
Yeah, they got a couple of freshmen on their roster. Javier Cass, a 6-foot freshman, is also on the roster. Collinsville turns the ball over again, and Granite City does them a favor and they'll do the same thing as that ball went right off of the hands of Valentine. Valentine was already thinking about shooting it before he caught the ball.
I think Granite City wants to get a transition 3 as opposed to trying to beat the numbers there, get to the basket. At the Kahawks last possession, they settled for another Carnahan outside shot and then just couldn't get the rebound.
Brister will give the ball up to Weisinger. Weisinger will bring it up across the timeline, right across the Granite City Arrowhead logo here. 4:45 left to play in the first half. Here's Chambers, kicks it back out to Brister. Brister drives and just fouled by Walker. He'll pick up his first just as Brister was getting ready to shoot. So Tyree will head to the free throw line where he is 9 of 12 so far on the year.
Tyree's not a shoot first kind of guy. Hopefully as he gets a little bit older, he'll kind of grow out of that and look to score more as he gets older. But I think his hesitation there kind of cost him the chance to get to the rim there, but he goes to the free throw line.
Missed that one. Brister becomes the first free throw participant for Collinsville here tonight. Speaking of Rayshon Taylor, as we did earlier, congratulations to him. 1,000 points now for SIUE, and he becomes the 6th Collinsville Kahawk to reach the 1,000-point plateau at the college level after playing for the Kahawks.
Yeah, I caught him last Wednesday up there at SIUE when they played Green Bay. He had a good game, great second half, and led the Cougars to a win that night.
Collinsville, thought we had the steal. Whistle.
I think they called the backcourt violation for Granite. They never got it over.
Well, so that is a turnover anyway.
So the net's the same. The Kahawks will get the ball.
Yep. Inbound will be triggered by Chase Reynolds, the 5'11 junior. Walker goes out. Brewer back in. There is Weisinger. Weisinger dumps it off. No-look style to Chambers. Out to the top of the key. Here's Brister. Tries a little underhand push. It won't go, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And Collinsville will get to keep it, I think.
Yeah, the Kahawks will keep this ball.
Okay. You have a better view than I do.
I like seeing Jamori just drive all the way to the basket there. He didn't really need to dish that off to Zach, but
that was almost a turnover again. Brister did a nice job keeping that one in. You know, we have to have a table up here to get all of our stuff on, so I can't approach the glass, and if I did, I'd be in the camera. There's another three-point shot by Weisinger that won't fall. Rebound this time belongs to Granite City, 17-16. Granite City leads by 1, almost a steal by Brister again, gets it to Herta, and over to Brown. Brown just inside the perimeter, takes the shot, won't get it to go. Collinsville gets the rebound. Nice tip there by Weisinger, and it goes right into the hands of Brister. Brister, he got that ball knocked out of his hand. Yeah, he hit the arm, but no one called that one.
Well, he wasn't really trying to do much with it. You're not looking toward the basket or passing it, so they just kind of might typically let that go.
There you go. There's the steal you were looking for, and Brister will turn it into 2 points.
It does a good job of creating those steals and easy layups on the other side and gets the Kahawks back out in front of this lead.
3:15 left to play here in this first half. Collinsville back out in front. Granite City with the ball, and a foul will be handed out to Chase Reynolds.
Kahawks is trying to bring all kinds of pressure. They forced one backcourt violation, or not backcourt, but 10-second violation there for Granite City. 3 guys up there just trying to pressure the Warriors and create some turnovers.
Inbound pass will be triggered by the other number 4. That would be Alvin Valentine for Granite City. And he does so to Brewer. Brewer sends it over in front of his bench now for Brown. Brown, he'll travel across the midcourt stripe. Nope, but before he does, he'll give it up to Bond. Bond, now Brister all over him and blows a tire. Gives it up now, Brown. He found the loose ball. And now into the hands of Dowell. Dowell, he tries to penetrate over there on that right wing. Not a lot of room there. Brister and Reynolds doing a nice job closing the door. Here is Brown once again, now onto the left wing. He'll dribble and drive to the top of the key. Being watched by Horace. And another steal. Nicely done. Weisinger waits and can't get it to fall.
Well, he didn't finish with the basket, but good heads up by Jamori. He saw the avenue to get to the ball there with Nick on the player there, and there's an air ball.
Air ball.
But you would have liked to see Jamori finish that. It was a heck of a play.
Yeah, it was. And now another turnover. Man, turnovers are going back and forth here. Each team with 7 turnovers here in this first half. Here's a 3-point try from the wing, and that's good by Bond. And Granite City jumps back out to the lead. It is 20-18. We have 2 minutes to play here in this first half. Here is Brister. Brister into the corner now for Horace. Back over to Brister. And then just outside the lane for Chambers. Chambers, he looks like, you just take a shot from there, but that's no good. Rebound belongs to Granite City. Warriors bring it back up. Here is Bond again, and Bond hops the ball and throws it into the backcourt. And Brister will take it off the glass, but can't get it to go. Another steal by or try, and well, now it did work. Thought for a minute they blew a whistle because he was out of bounds. Brister traveled as he stuttered his steps, thinking about going for a three-point shot. Man, there's turnovers galore.
And just a lot going against the Kahawks. Just not able to finish. Some layups there. They weren't able to go in there, doing a good job of creating some turnovers, but can't hold on to the ball themselves.
Believe it or not, Josh Hartle, I got Chris Kettler turned all the way up. He's just a low talker.
I've heard it could be your contraption. I've heard that they talked about McCluskey and other people. It might be me, but
oh, you have a much softer voice than I do, that's for sure. But I mean, I'm at like 2 o'clock on the dial, and I got Chris turned all the way up to the 5 o'clock position on the dial, and it won't go any farther. Here is Walker. Walker, top of the key, outside the lane, kicks it out to Herta. And Herta, he drives into the paint, takes the shot, swoops right out. He'll get his own rebound, and then that'll draw a whistle. On the floor, they say, not a shot. And this one is going to belong to Carnahan, and Carnahan will pick up, I believe, his second.
They must have got him for clearing out before he got the ball there, because he, after that, he would grab the ball and then got held onto, and Granite just throws it right into Chase.
And the turnover battle continues. Collinsville with the ball. Here's Carnahan in front of the Granite City bench, knocked out of his hands, throws it into the corner. Chase Reynolds tried to bounce it into the lane for Chambers, but it bounced over his head. Had that much juice on it, but Collinsville luckily did not turn the ball over. Dump off to Carnahan. Carnahan off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound belongs to Chambers, and Collinsville will keep it. There's a lot of that ball flying around here, man. Here is Wilkinson. Wilkinson into the corner now for Weisinger. Weisinger takes it out of the corner, over toward the wing, got double teamed for a moment, and now goes back to the midcourt stripe. Over into the corner it goes now to Carnahan. We're down to the final 30 seconds left to play here in this first half. And Weisinger, he'll get fouled, and that'll be the second one that belongs to Andrew Walker.
Only the third one of the quarter. We'll see if Granite City might try to get another foul before they go to the line on the fifth foul. Nick will come back in.
Yes, they gave that foul to Wilkinson. I thought they put up 2 and 2, but it was a 1 and a 2. So Carnahan only has 1 foul, not 2. And here is a pass, and nice feed. Wilkinson off the glass. That one goes in, and Evan Wilkinson is on the board for the first time tonight.
That one just had to hit all kinds of parts of the rim before it went in. Make us hold our breath.
Down to the final 10 seconds. Don't forget, we got the Woods Basement System halftime show coming up for you next. Down to 5 seconds. Here is Bond. Bond kicks it over to Brown. Brown's going to run out of time, and he takes a three-point shot. Can't get it to fall, and that is the way that the first half comes to a close. We are tied at 20 all, and time for us to head into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show, brought to you by Woods Basement Systems, all things basement-y. Woods Basement Systems, they have been doing their thing since 1986. And that thing would be, well, keeping your home dry. You got some water problems, you give the Woods Basement Systems a call at their Collinsville headquarters, 618-708-4055. We will scour the interwebs and see what scores we can find for you. Plus, we'll have the stats of the first half of this game. Woods Basement System halftime show starts right now on the Kahok Sports Network. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family-owned and operated by former Kahok since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from other coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Ragg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Ragg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Ragg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Edwardsville at 1012 Plummer Drive, or call Jason Ragg at 618-307-7048, or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, members SIPC.
Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the 4-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855.
We love to have you come work for the City of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the City of Collinsville.
And once again, welcome back into the Woods Basement Systems halftime show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We are tied 20-20 at halftime of this game between Collinsville and Granite City. Other scores we can tell you about. In girls action, it is 24-20, Triad leading Collinsville. Boys action, Centralia over Breeze Central 21-11. Belleville East is taking care of Mater Dei right now 21-13. And it is Highland over Litchfield by a score of 32-29. The Blues and the Detroit Red Wings at the Enterprise Center, they are just like us here. They are tied, except it's not 20-20. It is 3-3. Leading scorer after this one, That belongs to Granite City, and Trayvon Bond has 7 points. Mario Brown at 5 points. Evan Brewer has 4 points. Alvin Valentine has 2, as does Andrew Walker. Leading scorer for Collinsville. Actually, he's leading the game. Never mind. Zach Chambers has 8, so 1 more point than Trayvon Bond. And Nick Horace has 4 points, 3 points apiece for Carnahan and Brister. And Wilkinson has chipped in with 2. The other numbers that we have for you in the Battle of the Boards, Collinsville 1 more rebound than Granite City. They're leading that category 10-9. It is the opposite side for Granite City and Collinsville in the turnovers, but not by much. Granite City's 9 turnovers in that first half, and Collinsville with 8 from the lines. Collinsville is 1 of 6 from beyond the three-point stripe, and that was a Stanley Carnahan three-pointer very early in the game. Granite City is 2 for 7 from beyond the three-point stripe. Warriors are 0 for 2 from the free throw line, and Collinsville is 1 of 2 from the free throw line. That's going to do it for the Woods Basement Systems halftime show. Again, you got some water in your house that you don't want in there? Who does? Give Woods Basement Systems a call at 618-708-4055. Second half action comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200. No one likes a dirty house. It's work that almost no one wants to do. Why not get someone to do that work for you? Kara Gray with Rags to Riches Cleaning Service would love to take that task off your to-do list. Kara is a homegrown Collinsville High School graduate and the owner of Rags to Riches. From floors to ceilings, from baseboards to light fixtures, Rags to Riches can clean them all. No job is too big or too small. Call Kara Gray at Rags to Riches Cleaning Service to schedule a free estimate today at 618-979-9634 or visit Rags to Riches Cleaning Service on Facebook. Are you in need of a new mailbox to go with your new home? How about a new mailbox to replace your old one? Look no further than Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. From economy to custom, Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can create a mailbox that suits your needs. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes is licensed and insured. They use only high-quality materials and offer a satisfaction guarantee policy. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can also make your very own axe throwing set, hanging or standing. Whether you need that axe throwing set or a new mailbox, you need Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. For more information, get a hold of Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes at 618-680-0208 or online at needanewmailbox.com. Back here at Granite City High School, Todd Duke and Chris Kettler along with you. Blues, by the way, just took a 4-3 lead right before the second period ended, so Blues are on top with one more period to go. We are back here in Granite City at a tied game, 20-20 after one quarter of play. Collinsville will get the ball to start the second half. Kahawks outscored Granite City in that second quarter, 9-5, after Granite City had a 15-11 lead after one quarter of play. And we are underway here in the second half. Here is Chase Reynolds. Reynolds will bring it up the court, give it up to Carnahan. Carnahan will throw it top of the key for Weisinger. Free throw line, shot by Jamori. That's a little short. It comes right back to him. And an off-balance shot. Almost made it in, but the rebound belongs to Granite City. And they'll start their ascent up here to this end of the court. Here comes Bond. Bond across the midcourt logo.
It's a rough night for Jamori. No points in the first half.
Yeah.
Kahawks got to get him going. And key to some of the victories here throughout the season has been the great shooting by Jamori.
Yeah, he got shut out in one half of the game we did earlier this year and then came back and I think scored 12 points in the second half. So he'll find his touch here in a moment, I'm hoping. As the ball ends up back into the hands of Bond. We're underway here in quarter number 3. Now to Brewer. A handoff to Valentine. Valentine, one dribble, picks up that dribble and gives it up to Dowell. Dowell over to Bond. Bond now in front of his own bench. And he tells Dowell to break, and Dowell does, but he gives the ball up to Brewer. Brewer at the top of the key. Oh, crap. Zach Chambers just accidentally smacked him in the face, and there was no call. I don't know how anybody missed that one. I saw it a mile away. But
right in the face.
I know. I think it's the first time I've said, oh, crap, on the air, too. Here's Dowell. Dowell deep out over on the left wing. He drives, takes the shot. It almost got stuck up there. And now the rebound being fought for. It's on the ground. Carnahan tries to pick it up. No one wants it. It's a hot potato. Collinsville finally does. And underneath the basket off the glass for 2. Zach Chambers is the first player of this game to hit double digits. And Collinsville goes out front 22-20.
Just blocked the shot away, and then the ball is just all over the place. Kahok's in it with 3 on the other side.
Here is Bond. Bond hands it off to Dowell, gets the ball right back. He'll launch a 3 from the top of the key. That's good. And for Bond, that is his second 3-point shot made of the night. And back in front now, Granite City by 1 point. Here is Chase Reynolds. Reynolds brings it up across the timeline, bounces it onto the wing to Chambers. And Chambers gives it back to Reynolds. Chase being watched over there by Dowell, gives it up to Weisinger just outside the lane. Chambers bullies his way in, dumps it off. Carnahan, glass, good, 2.
A good thought there by Chambers. It didn't exactly work out how he thought. I think he thought the double team was going to drop a bit there. He knew Carnahan was there. It worked out as Carnahan was able to battle through and get the layup on his side.
Dowell got double teamed in the backcourt, almost got trapped back there. And now Collinsville, they try to smack the ball around. They do, playing a little volleyball. And Collinsville picks up the rebound. They'll head back the other way, looking to retake the lead. Here is Chase Reynolds at the free throw line. Gives it up for Weisinger in front of his bench. Jamori back out front to Reynolds. Reynolds over onto the wing once again for Chambers. Back outside to Reynolds. 5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Just outside the lane again. Chambers just bowls over Brewer. No call. Chambers misses. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up. Still misses. And Carnahan can't get it all the way up there. Collinsville lucky to keep the ball. Weisinger for 3. Oh, it swoops out. And now we're going to have a hold, and that one's going to go against Brewer. So Brewer getting punished, gets smacked in the face, gets pushed down by Chambers, and then he picks up a foul.
No, I think they're going the other way. I think they gave it the stand.
Did they really?
And
yeah, they did. It's his second.
Canucks weren't able to finish in underneath there. Still can't get Jamori going as he fails on another 3.
Up here, man, when you're at this angle, when the referees turn around and face the scorer's table and flash up the numbers with their digits, I can't see it. So I just kind of guessed.
Yeah.
Here is Bond. Bond kicks it back out and over to Dowell. Now Dowell over to Brown. Brown for 3. And so far, 2 3-pointers here in quarter number 3 has given the Warriors a 2-point lead, 26-24. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger into the corner now. Comes out of it, uses a little pick by Chambers. Chambers gets the ball, no room to move. Gives it back to Jamori. Weisinger backs all the way out to the right wing. Top of the key now for Reynolds. Over to Jamori. Jamori to Horace, who gives it up to Carnahan, who gives it back to Nicky Tony at the free throw line. Back outside, we go for Carnahan. Here is Horace once again. He'll get bumped, and he'll go underneath, and that's a nice play. A little reverse layup there by Horace, and Horace is now up to 7 points, and we are tied once again at 26. And we have a whistle, and I believe this is going to go against Reynolds.
Yeah, it's going to go against Reynolds.
Yep. That's his second.
Good job done on the other side. Horace creating, getting to the bucket and laying it in.
3:37 left to play here in quarter number 3, 26-26. Close game, been close all night. Dowell triggers the inbound pass, does so to Bond. Bond, he'll start his move over toward the left wing, and he's directing traffic as he goes. And at the top of the key, he's looking for some room to move, kicks it into the corner. Dowell for 3 points. That one's a little too strong. And this time, Collinsville comes up with the rebound, and the Kahawks start up to the other end of the court. Here is Horace. Horace at the end of his bench gives it up to Carnahan. Just inside the perimeter, Carnahan takes a shot. And after a couple of bounces, gets it to fall. And Collinsville goes back out front by 2.
He's got a nice soft roll there. I thought it was going to go hard off the front of the rim, but it settled in and fell.
Another three-point try, and that one's good. Nothing but three-pointers. 3 of them here in this third quarter to start for Granite City.
And Granite City just 3 for 4 on threes. That's all they're going for. They basically abandoned going inside. They're going to live and die by these three-pointers tonight, it looks like, and so far so good for them.
Yeah, here is Horace. Almost carried the ball, got bumped off of it. Turnover, and smacking that ball out of there was Weisinger, and that ball is going to end up out of bounds, and Granite City will get to keep it. 2:32 left to play here in quarter number 3. 29-28 in favor of Granite City. And now Tyree Brister will come in. He'll take the place of Stanley Carnahan. Jaden Moore is into the game for Granite City. Inbound pass coming in, and another three-point try, and that one tips across the rim. And there is Chase Reynolds to pull down the rebound. So Granite City firing all kinds of three-pointers. They took 7 in the first half. They're already up to 13 total, so 6 more already. Here is Zach Chambers, and he gets a little separation. And Chambers now up to 12 points, and Collinsville takes back the 1-point lead. 30-29, 2:05 to play here in this third quarter. Ball down court. Collinsville almost got another turnover. Brown can't hold on to the ball. Kicks it back out right in front of his bench to Bond. And Bond will slow things down a bit. Take it back out toward midcourt. Bond thought about going in left wing. Can't do it, so he gives it up to Brown once again. Brown over on the left wing. Looking for some room. And a whistle.
Wow, there's not a lot there. They're going to get Chase on the
I didn't
foul.
see anything.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot there.
So Chase Reynolds picks up foul number 3, and for what? I have no idea. 1:45 left to play here in this third quarter. 1-point game. Collinsville up 30-29. Granite City giving the undefeated Kahawks everything they can handle.
Player's not really trying to do much with the ball there. He's not going forward with it, and so I don't know how defensively you can impede him.
I don't know either. That ball is turned over. Collinsville, a headlong pass out to Weisinger. Weisinger off the glass, gets it to roll, and Jamori is on the board for the first time tonight.
Let's create that off the turnover, get up the court quickly, and finally get Jamori on the board with some points.
We're down to 80 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Collinsville now up by 3. I don't think anybody's led by anything more than that, have they? 1 point here, 2 points there.
Yeah, it's at 5-0 to start.
Yeah, that's true.
Air ball.
Another turnover by Granite City. Collinsville will try to capitalize once again. Here is Brister. Bounce pass into the perimeter for Chambers. Chambers works his way into the paint. Turns around, shot good.
Yeah, just bowls his way there right through Moore and puts it up with that left hand, and Granite City will call timeout. The Kahawks up 5.
So that 5-point lead we talked about at the beginning of the game, and this one is going to be a 60-second timeout, so we'll step aside for that long as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller back with you from Granite City High School. 52.2 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Collinsville back up by 5.
It's like the girls are up 32-28, about 3 minutes to go in the third quarter over at Triad.
Good for them. Happy to hear that. 34-29 here.
A couple of similar scores.
Yeah. Kind of a similar score to that JV game, too, up to this point. Granite City inbounds the ball. They bring the ball back up. Here is Bond. Bond gives it up for Dowell. Dowell back to Bond. Back to Dowell. Dowell on the wing. Bounces it inside to Brewer.
Brister
and that
stole
it right out of his hands. And Collinsville comes back the other way. Jamori bluffed the three. Back up. I thought he was going to take it again.
He should have taken it.
Yeah, I agree. Here is Chambers. Chambers will take the ball all the way over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson at the end of his bench gives it up for Brister. At the top of the key, now into the midcourt logo for Weisinger, who gives it up for Nick Horace.
Might be for the best. Here's the Kansas now look to get the final shot here of the third quarter, coming up near 10 seconds to go.
Horace looking to make a move. Does so. Uses Chambers for a screen. Takes a fadeaway jumper, gets fouled, and Horace will go to the free throw line. Brister was the only one to go to the free throw line for Collinsville in the first half. He went 1 of 2. Brewer was the only one to go to the free throw line for Granite City, and he missed both of his shots.
How about Brister on the other side getting that steal? Brewer's engaged with Chambers down low, and Brister just comes swooping in and steals it away.
Horace, 66.7 from the free throw line. That'll bump that up just a little bit. Free throws are going to be huge as we come down the wire here.
And 66% from Nick Horace. He's got to be better than that on these free throws, be a little more dependable. He can create some shots, get to the basket, gets fouled sometimes, so got to be a little better than 2 out of 3.
Yeah, 26 of 39 coming into this contest. And Horace will hit both of them.
That's a start.
This go around. That's exactly right. That's exactly what you need. And at the buzzer, three-point shot falls a little short. And we will go to the fourth quarter with Collinsville leading the Granite City Warriors 36-29. And we will be back after another timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Once again, we welcome you back to Granite City High School. My name is Todd Duke. Chris Kettler on the other microphone. Collinsville outscoring Granite City 16-9 in that third quarter to give themselves their biggest lead of the night, a 7-point Kahok lead, as we have made it to quarter number 4 in a what has been a very tightly contested game up to this point.
Just got to think here the Kahoks are just kind of wearing Granite City down here as we go along here. They basically abandoned trying to get the ball inside offensively, just settling for threes. They knocked down 3 of them.
Yeah, they did early on. Granite City goes back to work. We're underway here in quarter number 4. Here is Brown. He'll give the ball up to Dowell. Dowell will take it from the top of the arrowhead and bounces it to Brewer. Brewer gets double teamed, finds some room anyway, and gives it up to Bond. Bond, top of the key for Brown. He'll launch a 3-point shot. That one's good.
That's the only thing that's going to keep him in the game, is knocking down threes. Kahoks need to respond.
Kahawks only have 1 3-pointer tonight, and that was very early in this game by Stanley Carnahan.
That was Stan.
Yeah.
Kahoks have not gotten going shooting from the outside tonight.
No, they have not. Brister gives it up for Carnahan. Carnahan, top of the key now for Weisinger. And a foul will be handed out to Trayvon Bond. That'll be his second. Team's first.
The later we go in this game, the less likely it is Kahoks will be trying to shoot for 3, especially with the lead. They usually have to try to take care of the ball, work some clock, and get to the basket, and it's working good, getting it inside, and Chambers also.
There is Weisinger. Weisinger, baseline, takes a shot and gets it to fall. That was off balance and probably right next to the baseline, but he still gets it to fall.
Got bumped back and then had to recover. Now Jamori picks the pocket there and Ball goes to Chambers, and the Cavs come back the other way.
There's Brister. Brister has some room into the paint, off the glass, underhand fingertip roll. Nice job there by Tyree Brister.
Great vision up the court there. Like I said, he's not a score first kind of guy, but when he saw that lane, he knows he's got to take it there. And
that was wide open.
Yeah, that's as wide open as you're going to get.
Yeah. Brown somehow splits the double team of Chambers and Weisinger. Now to the top of the key for Dowell, and Brewer ends up losing the ball. Another turnover by Granite City. Collinsville brings it up. Kahawks lead by 8. Here is Weisinger. He'll bounce the ball over to Brister, and Brister will give it up to Carnahan on the left wing. Carnahan, top of the key. Weisinger, 3. Yes!
There it is. The crowd loves that one. Weisinger finds a nice clean shot, top of the key. Now 7 points in the first 3. Second 3 of the night for the Cavs. First one by Jamori. And Granite City will call a timeout. Are they done? They got one more.
I think they have one more. Double-digit lead for Collinsville, and it is a 30-second timeout, so we'll step aside for that long as well. We're back after a 30-second break here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahawk Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Back here at Granite City once again, 6:02 left to play here in quarter number 4. Todd Duke and Chris Kettler along with you. Inbound pass being triggered by Harrington. It's picked off by Brister. Brister will go in off the glass, count it for 2 more.
He didn't see that one coming. He just thought he was going to get the ball inbounds and just set up the play there coming out of the timeout, and Brister just with a hustle play right away. That's a big steal.
Brister doing what Brister does.
He's just getting going here in this season.
I'm telling you. And he's a sophomore. He's going to be fun to watch for a couple more years.
Yeah, and they you know, he doesn't start, so here at the late in the game, he's got plenty of energy. He hasn't played as many minutes as some other guys.
Bond gets it up underneath for Brewer, off the glass too hard. Collinsville pulls away the rebound, and the Kahawks look to extend this lead. Right now it's a 13-point lead. Who would have thought that through the first 3 quarters? Here's Chambers. He splits a double team. No room, kicks it back out to Brister.
That's got to be a foul. I mean,
you would think.
I mean, maybe just go up with it, Zach, and they'll call the foul.
Yeah. Here's Carnahan. Carnahan on the wing, top of the key. Weisinger, and he gets the ball ripped out of his hands. It's on the ground, and the turnover will be the 10th of the night for Collinsville, and that ball knocked out of bounds. Goes back to Collinsville.
Yeah, Brister just stayed in the way. Stayed in the way there of Mario Brown, and when the ball finally got to Brown, he just went off his hand and out of bounds. Like I said, Brister's got plenty of reserve energy left, and he's really turned this game around here for the Kahawks.
He has.
And a difference maker.
Gets the ball. Over to Carnahan. Carnahan finds
Numbers.
Horace. Horace going up. Can't get it to go, but he's going to go back to the free throw line is Nick Horace.
The Kahawks had the numbers there. It was a bit 3-on-1 there. Granite City had to pick one side or the other there. Late arrival, and Valentine with the foul.
Horace back to the free throw line where he just went 2 for 2 a little while ago and misses that one.
Jamori's quick break is over, and Stan will go to the bench.
One more shot coming up here for Horace. 4:47 left to play here in this 4th quarter. Horace hits the second one, now 3 of 4 on the night. And Collinsville extends that lead.
He's got to guard the 3 here.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they're going to try to do. They've been trying it all night long. They've had some success.
They got 5 shooters out there. I mean, that's what they want.
Yeah, there's a 3-point shot. That one hits the inside of the rim, and it is going to be a foul that is going to be called against Nick Horace. That'll be his first. Team's first here in this 4th quarter.
They got really nobody out there that's going to be trying to rebound, so you got to get that rebound.
Inbound pass for Granite City. Comes in, and Bond will launch a three-point shot. That one's good.
That's what they're trying to do, and they find a play that works for them from the out of bounds. You had to get that rebound. That's where Kahok gave up those points, basically.
Collinsville still up by 11. Horace gets double teamed, gets it up now for Reynolds. Reynolds dumps it into the corner, and Bristol will bring it out. He's immediately attracting a double team. He'll go, and he'll bank one off the glass again.
Wow, he was trying to keep the ball pulled out. They tried to double team him that way, and he's just like, I'm just going to go to the basket.
Sure, why not? Another three-point shot. Dowell gets another three-point shot.
So that's the only thing that's going to keep Granite City in this game, knocking down threes.
That's out of bounds on Granite City. Collinsville will get to keep the ball. 3:47 left to play. 10-point lead now for Collinsville. 48-38.
All their baskets here in the second half they've hit.
Nothing but threes.
6 threes.
2, 4, 6. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they're 20 at halftime, and they've only hit 6 threes here in the second half for all their scoring.
Dowell with 2, Bond with 2, and Brown with 2. Here is Weisinger. Weisinger onto the wing and gets it right back from Reynolds. Reynolds gives it up. Weisinger gives it up for Horace. Back to Weisinger. Underneath, all alone, off the glass. Count it. Zach Chambers, +1.
Kahok's just trying to move the ball around on the outside. Granite City trying to bring 2 guys to trap the ball. And Zach's just like, hey, I'm wide open underneath here.
He was too, wasn't he?
I think they passed on it about maybe 1 or 2 other times. Finally, you just got to get it into him. He's up to 16 points, and he'll go to the line.
Zach Chambers, first time to the free throw line tonight. Chambers, 64.5%. He'll just up that a little bit. And Collinsville adds 1 more point onto their lead, 51-38. 51-39 was the score of the JV game. There's a partial block by Chambers. Loose ball picked up by Chambers. And Collinsville will head back the other direction. Here is Horace. Horace gets tripped up by Brewer, or excuse me, that is not Brewer. That is Alex Boyer.
Boyer, yeah.
I would have thought that he would have got a foul on that. They just called it out of bounds.
Nick lost the ball a little bit there. Not going to bail him out there on a foul. Just go off of Boyer out of bounds.
Bounce pass to Reynolds. Reynolds in front of his own bench. Onto the wing now for Weisinger. Weisinger gets it back out to midcourt. On to the free throw line. Back outside. Weisinger for 3. Yes!
Well, they found 10 points on the night as Jamori shut out in the first half. And he's knocked down a couple threes, and the Cahoks are up 16, their largest lead of the night.
Yeah, 2:45 to go. Here's another big high arcing three-point shot, and Reynolds fouled Dowell on the three-point shot, so he'll go to the free throw line shooting 3.
And don't bail him out.
Dowell, 77.8% from the free throw line here in the early part of the season.
Guy takes a bad shot, falling away, and Reynolds just plowed through him.
Dowell makes the first free throw made tonight by Granite City on their 3rd try.
Sub has to wait until after the second shot.
And they're going to bring Brown back in. Getting some words of encouragement from Coach Moore as Dowell.
I think everybody forgot that it's 3 fouls.
Yeah.
3 shots. Some of them were going in there for the rebound and then fell back.
Blues and the Red Wings tied at 4 into the 3rd period, and he'll make both, or all 3 of them, excuse me. Will Dowell, and it's 54-41 in favor of Collinsville. Reynolds over to Brister, across the line to Nick Horace. He'll drive the lane, take the shot, can't get it to fall, and we're going to have a foul coming up. That was a late whistle, too.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Cahoks are really trying to run clock and keep the ball pulled out, but Granite City's just pulling everybody up top, leaving up underneath wide open, and you can't blame them for just trying to go for the basket here and have the easy looks here. They're going to need a towel to wipe off the ball.
Nick Horace back to the free throw line. He is 3 of 4 from the charity stripe tonight. And the first one for Nicky Tony. Good.
Let's see if we can't get that girls score before they're done, or before we're done. I don't know who will get done first.
And 2 of them now for Horace. The last 5 points for Nick has all come from the free throw line. And another three-point shot made there by Walker. Three-point shots continue to rain here for Granite City. That is their 20th three-point shot of the night. Turnover by Collinsville. And here comes the first 2-point bucket here in this second half.
First 2-point bucket with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah. And another turnover and a foul. And Valentine gets 2 plus the bonus.
Fortunately, we've seen this from this Kahok team from time to time. They sometimes get some big leads and find ways to let the other team just kind of slice back into it.
To the free throw line is Dowell. Dowell, 77.8% from the line. Or excuse me, this is Valentine. Valentine gets the one.
It's down to 7. Cayoks were just up 16.
Yeah.
Feeling good. Oh,
man, almost another turnover, but Collinsville takes control of it. Brister will take a shot, and it'll roll in.
It'll touch
a couple
every
of
part
bounces.
of the rim.
Yeah.
Coach Lee is pretty angry. He'll use a timeout here.
We will step aside as well. It is a 60-second timeout, so we'll be back here in just about that amount of time on the Kahok Sports Network.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Todd Duke, Chris Keller back with you from Granite City High School. 58-49 in favor of Collinsville. And the Kahawks saw their 16-point lead now drop down to 9 after back-to-back turnovers.
Got to take care of the ball here.
Sure do. I'm sure that was point number 1 that Coach Lee made.
You got to get the team settled down here, and like I was saying here for the last 5 minutes of this game, Granite City's just going to keep throwing up threes.
Valentine with another 3. Well, Granite City has gotten themselves all the way back to within 6. We have 90 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter. How is that not a foul?
Yeah, he got creamed from behind.
Sure did.
Granite City just brings all kinds of pressure, and the Canucks are not handling it well at all. Can't afford to turn the ball over here.
No.
And they are just having one of those nights shooting the ball, and they're settling for threes, and they're falling.
Chase Reynolds into the backcourt. Brister will now have to work his way up to the front court and do so in time. He does. Here is a pass to Reynolds. Reynolds will pop it and drop it.
Yeah, he can hit that shot. That's
his first points.
That's a shot Chase likes here. Now we're back to the other side. Got to defend this 3.
Here is Brown. Ball knocked out of bounds by Collinsville. And Nick Porras. 1:14 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 60-52 in favor of Collinsville. Back up by 8 are the Kahawks as Brewer will come back into the game. The 6'5 sophomore will take the place of the 6'2 junior, Alvin Valentine. Granite City will inbound underneath of their own basket. And they do so to Brewer, and Brewer gets fouled. It wouldn't go down, so he'll go to the free throw line.
Thought the Kahawks napping there.
Chambers picks up his second, team's 4th. To the free throw line, it is Evan Brewer, who went 0 for 2 in the first half from the charity stripe.
I was going to say the Kahawks had a foul to give, but it's not if you foul them on the shot.
Yeah.
So now both teams are in the bonus or whatever we call it nowadays.
Whatever we call it, yeah, that's right. Brewer makes the first one. One more coming his way. And he'll miss that one. Chambers gets the rebound. Collinsville looking to get out of that backcourt trap. Horace is caught, throws it across the line, right into the hands of Brewer. Three-point shot. Good. Man.
Bad turnover there.
Ain't kidding.
Kids can't handle the pressure.
4-point advantage for Collinsville. They had a 16-point lead, and now a foul as Chambers went up for the dunk, and he didn't make it. Bounced off the rim. Thought he was going to pull the rim off the backboard.
I don't know what we would do there. Maybe go finish the game in the B gym. Man, they are just... We saw Miller Career Academy. They shot lights out. Something about some of these teams, when you just know they're just going to shoot threes, they just fall.
Brewer picks up his first foul to the free throw line. It is Zach Chambers, and he'll be shooting 2, and he has made the first one.
I mean, it almost might be beneficial for the Cavs just to foul them and send them to the line. We'll just trade off 2s because you can't let them keep shooting these 3s.
And Chambers will make both of them. Collinsville extends that lead. Back out to 6. 2-possession contest. Got to cut off these 3-point shots on the outside. A drive and a foul against Horace. That's be his second, team's 5th.
Now, Granite State trying to mix it up and drive in, knowing the Cavs really want to defend the 3.
To the free throw line, it is going to be Mario Brown. Brown on the year, 72.7% from the free throw line. He is up there shooting 2. And the first one's good. 43 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter. One more shot coming up here for Mario Brown. And that one's no good. Rebound, Zach Chambers. Chambers gets it all the way down. Wide open was Jamori, and into the basket it goes. And the Kahawks extend that lead once again. And they need to. 30 seconds left. 3-point shot on the way. No
Finally
good.
They missed one.
Yeah, it's been a while since they've missed one. Here's a bounce pass to Horace. Horace inside. Weisinger, he gets fouled. And Jamori will go to the line. And that foul will belong to Milton Dow. That's going to be his first. 21.9 seconds left. Weisinger to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Weisinger on the year, 66.7%, 10 of 15 coming into this game.
Weisinger scoreless in the first half.
Yeah.
Had a good second half. Let the Cavs drive out this lead and misses the first one. That one's way off to the right.
Just like the game earlier this year, he was shut out in the first half, and now he's got 12 points in the second half. As Jaden Moore checks into the game, taking the place of Valentine. One more shot coming up for Jamori.
Cavs just going to have everybody back. And
yeah.
Like I said, maybe you just foul them and stop letting them, since they're so hot from these 3s.
And that one falls in. Took a while, but it worked. So Collinsville will add another point, and the Kahawks back up by 8. Another 3-point shot from Dow is good. Man, oh man. How in the world are these guys 3 and 9 by hitting these 3-point shots like they are? Timeout on the floor for Granite City. We will step aside as well, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahawkSports.com and the Kahawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Former Blue Robbie Fabry scores a goal in the third period, and Detroit now out front 5-4 over at Enterprise Center. Here, it's 65-60. Collinsville has a 5-point lead, 13.5 seconds to play here in this fourth quarter. Chambers gets the ball to Weisinger. Weisinger, he gets tripped and, not tripped, but he gets fouled on his way to the basket, so he'll head back to the free throw line. I tell you what, Granite City, 12 of 22 from beyond the three-point stripe tonight.
Well, they're out of timeouts now, right? So we just need to knock this one down here, and hopefully we can at least make it be 5 seconds to go off, less than 5 seconds when they make the next three. We don't have to inbound it, and it'll be over.
Yeah.
Holy cow. I'm not even counting on them missing it at this point. I mean.
Yeah.
Trying to get the floor wiped down here.
Got to do a little housekeeping.
And we're going to have
a whole slew of players over there trying to do some housekeeping.
This can't make Coach Lee happy.
Don't they have one of those things that they use?
This can't make Coach Lee happy here.
Well,
Ice in our own shoe.
You know, the only towel that they have is probably already wet.
Yeah, it's full of sweat.
Yeah. All right, Weisinger to the free throw line where he just went 1 of 2.
Should give us like a couple towels at the scores table and toss it over. But
that would be proactive there, Chris Keller.
That'd be a good idea. You never see that anywhere.
Yeah. Weisinger, first one, snakes all the way in. Jamori's having quite the night with these free throws. Collinsville goes back up by 6. This is an important shot here.
A lot of our shots have just touched every part of the rim. There you go. Hits that one, and let's see what happens here.
So, and another 3-point shot. That one won't fall. And the rebound being volleyed for, and that's going to do it. It'll roll into the backcourt. 67-60. Collinsville wins a wild affair here at Granite City. 12 three-pointers have fallen in for Granite City tonight on 13 tries. And Collinsville, somehow or another, manages to hold on and win by 7 points, 60-77. Time for the post-game show, brought to you tonight by LC's Pub in Caseyville. Great food, great drinks, and great service served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville. Give them a call for carryouts, 618-855-9007. Whale of a game here at Granite City. Collinsville holds on to win it, and we'll be back to tell you all about it as the LC's Pub pregame show is upon us here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahok sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948. Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahawk Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at collinsvilledailynews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahawk sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at collinsvilledailynews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than Elsie's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, Elsie's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. Elsie's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food, like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. Elsie's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And Elsie's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. Elsie's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at Elsie's Pub. Elsie's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. And we welcome you back to Granite City as a big game
going on here between Collinsville and Granite City. Lots of three-point shots being taken, but the Kahawks pull out 67-60 win. And joining us now is Eric Anderson, the assistant coach to Darren Lee and the head guy for the JV team. Let's begin there, Coach. The JV team wins 51-39. You got 10 points each from Wilkerson, Talbot, and the other Wilkinson, Jace and Evan, both with 10 points. But that was not an easy game for your JVers, was it?
No, it wasn't. I think we were down at half by 1 or so. Yeah, that was a battle. That was one of the toughest JV games we've had with Granite in a while. So credit to them. They played hard, and they had a couple kids that could score the ball, and they made us earn it.
Yeah, you guys opened up a pretty big lead in the first quarter on them, and then they came back at you.
Yeah, we jumped on them. What was it, 13?
Yeah, 13, yeah.
13-0, 13-2, and then all of a sudden they come storming back, and that sometimes that's the way it goes, even in varsity games, as you saw.
Oh.
No lead is safe sometimes.
Man, I tell you what, that varsity game was something else, man. That was back and forth for a while. You guys kept on exchanging leads until you finally pulled away and got a 7-point lead going into halftime. But even that, after that, it wasn't easy.
I think we were up 16 late, and then they come storming back, hit some desperation threes, and they caught fire for a little bit there. But, we threw the ball all over the gym. That's something we got to work on. We had some timeouts. We told them, just don't throw it away. We can burn a timeout. Just don't have any turnovers. And before we could do anything, we were throwing it away, trying to make, special plays instead of the simple ones. So, yeah, we got some work to do this week before we play O'Fallon Friday, but we definitely want to get that cleaned up. That's 2 games in a row. We were a little sloppy towards the end, closing it out. So, but I will say our guys played extremely hard, and we got some key rebounds, and we had some stretches where we held them scoreless. I was proud of that. I mean, we dug in defensively, but yeah, I still want to close games out a lot better than we did tonight.
Yeah, Jamari Weisinger had another game like he had at Belleville West last week, where he didn't get anything in the first half and then caught fire in the second half.
Yeah, and people are scouting. They have video now. I mean, they're seeing the blueprint. I mean, they're being physical with him and Nick Horace, Jamari Weisinger. Those guys they're grabbing, they're clawing, they're holding, trying to keep them from getting going. And when they catch it, they got a guy in their face and usually a guy ready to help. And it's not easy, and they got to learn to continue to be patient, and they're going to get their shots and break free as the game goes on. But yeah, initially it's been tough for them to get any good looks.
Nice to see Tyree Brister break the double-digit mark. I know he's out there. The speed kills, the steals are awesome, but he got some points tonight.
Yeah, he got some run-out layups, which really helps. And I mean, if he can contribute a little bit, any kind of scoring off the bench is welcome, obviously. But he's out there more for his ball handling and defensive prowess, but when he can chip in some points, that's definitely a bonus.
Man, you guys did very well at the free throw line tonight, too, going 12 of 15. Man, when they give you a chance for those freebies, you got to take them. Makes the difference.
Yeah, we've shot well, from the free throw line as a team, so hopefully that continues and we can cut down on some late turnovers and get a few more stops, and maybe we can close some games out a little bit easier. But I'll credit Granite. They played extremely hard. They had a good plan. I mean, they were all over us tonight and made it very difficult to get good looks.
Yeah, what it is about this place, man, it seems like every time you guys come here, Granite City gives you fits.
And what I told the guys in the locker room just now, I mean, we're going to get everybody's A game. You got, what are we, 9-0? Other people have us ranked in the area, large schools, right at the top. And, I mean, we're going to get everyone's A game. And sometimes what we see on film is not as good as what we're going to see when we show up, and that was kind of the case tonight. But Granite, they gave Belleville West all they could handle. Belleville West had to squeak one out at the end, and we knew it was going to be a battle, and it sure was.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for the visit, Coach. We'll see you Friday.
All right, Todd. Appreciate it.
All right. That is Eric Anderson, the varsity assistant coach and the JV head coach, and we thank him, as always, for coming up here and visiting with us in the post-game show. That's going to do it for us here tonight. A big thank you to Chris Keller manning the camera and the microphone. Another big thank you to Coach Lee joining us in the pregame show, and, of course, Coach Anderson joining us in the postgame show. We are off tomorrow. Finally have a day off after 5 games in a row last week. We have a day off tomorrow. We're back at you on Thursday on the road. Girls coverage for you at O'Fallon before the boys play O'Fallon at home on Friday. So, again, thank you very much for tuning in. We certainly do appreciate it. My name is Todd Duke, and until Thursday, everybody have yourselves a fantastic rest of your evening.